everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I wanted to show you how to make this cute little Valentine treat box. It's got a band around it, and you open it up, and I put some Dove chocolates in it. I had made one of these for each of my team members when I went to the Onstage Stampin' Up! Convention back in November. And I made them a little bit differently. I wanted to do a Valentine treat here, but these I made with Ghirardelli chocolate, and I have two layers of, I have DSP and then just a cardstock, and I actually put a magnet in here instead of the belly band. So I thought they were really cute. It's a half of acetate box. So I'm going to make this one for Valentine's Day. And these are the acetate card boxes. You get 10 in a pack, and this is what they look like. So what I did was I measured it from end to end, and it was 8 inches, so I cut it in half at 4 inches, and then you get 2 boxes out of it. So isn't this pretty? So the paper that I'm using, and let me put this aside, is this designer series paper in the Occasions catalog. And if you don't have an Occasions catalog, let me know, and I will be sure to get you one. So this is called Painted with Love, and it's specialty designer series paper. Let me just show you some of it. So it's two-sided. This is just, you know, normal paper, and then the other side is a foiled look. I hope I'm not blinding you. So there's some really, really pretty patterns here. I've been cutting it up a lot. I love these little hearts. So this is the other side of the hearts. They have just different patterns. So again, I used a lot of it. Don't have much left, but there's quite a variety, and it's really beautiful, especially for Valentine's Day. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is cut my box in half. This would be great to fit, to just put together, and you could fit, like, I think 5 cards with envelopes, A2 size cards, and you could give it as a gift. You could decorate the outside. But we're going to go ahead and just cut it in half. And I took a ruler and I measured. I said it was 8 inches. So at each end, I measured the 4-inch mark, and I just took a Stampin' Right marker and just put a little dot. And this will, at 4 inches, this will rub right off. It's because it's the acetate, so you don't have to worry about erasing it or anything like that. So I'm going to just cut across. You could draw a line straight down if you wanted to. I wouldn't use your ribbon scissors or good paper scissors or anything, because this is a little rough. I mean, it's easy to cut, but it's, I definitely wouldn't use my ribbon scissors on it. Let's put it that way. So see, it rubs right off. Very easy. So then you're going to put your box together, and it's already pre-scored, so it makes it very easy. And then you just put your flaps in. I kind of like to fold things backwards a little bit so I get a good sharp fold on it. You can use your bone folder if you wanted to, but we'll just get this together. Put it right in there. And there you go. You have your half a box. So then we're going to take our piece of designer series paper, and you could really use either side, and you can make it and then decide to flip it if you wanted to. But I'm going to use this side again, and then I'm going to use this as my band. So this is a 5.5 by 4 7/16. I know I hate doing 16ths and 8ths, but I wanted to make sure it fit into the box well. So I then, the 5.5 is kind of, you know, it could be 5 1/4 because you're going to cut the edge off. So what I did was I looked through all of my framelits and thinlits and tried to find something that had a border. So in the seasonal layers, that's what I used. For this other box that I showed you, I used this swirly snowflakes. And I have to tell you, this was I made a lot of these, and poking out all these holes was a lot. So this is very easy. I try to do easy if I can. On this one, I'm going to just cut off the edge. You could also use a border punch, or, you know, the fancy scissors, or you could just leave it and maybe round the corners. I mean, you don't have to do this edge. But let me get my Big Shot out and just run this through. This is the only thing we really need the Big Shot for. It's pretty easy to make. Not a lot of stamping. The big thing is just cutting your paper and scoring it in the right places, and I'll give you all that information, and I will have all that information on my blog. I think I'm going to put it through this way, so just so I'm showing you. This one, it has the gold, and then plain, it's kind of like this part of it. I think I'm going to do this side this time and see how that looks. So I'm going to just line this up. I have the magnetic platform, and I want to kind of make it even, the placement of it, so that there's kind of half a loop on each side. And I'll just put this on and run it through. And just run it through slowly so I don't shake the camera too much. Okay, so we have that. I'll get rid of this. I'll take this out, put this back, and we have that piece cut. Now the scoring, and again I'll have this on my blog, I just took my trimmer and I scored from this side, this way. And what I did was I scored at, oh, and I just want to note, if you have a pattern like the hearts, you want to make sure that the 4 7/16 is this way. So you wouldn't want it to go this way. Hope that makes sense. So on this one, I am going to score at 2 7/8. So we'll go 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's just an eighth before the 3. And on this trimmer, there's a blade for cutting, the dark gray, and then there's a blade for scoring, the light gray. So let me just double check. So score at 2 7/8. So here we are. And we're going to just kind of go back and forth. And then we're going to score again at 3 1/2. So that gives you your box edge. And I think I might have cut a little bit more off on this. Well, maybe not. See, it all kind of depends on how much you cut off. And that's why I said I did 5 1/2 when I cut this way, and then I cut off the edge. So you kind of have to just judge that. And then the belly band, this is 1 inch wide, and then we're going to score. It's 1 by 9, I should say. We're going to score at 2 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's an eighth before the quarter. And we'll just score that. And then we're going to move it down and do 3 1/4. And then we're going to go to 6 1/4, which is right on the edge there. And then we have to do 7. So this just opens up to give you out to 12, or I'm sorry, to like 15. I've never worked with 15-inch paper. And we're going to do 7. So now that's done. Get rid of this. And then we'll just fold these. And you can make them sharp with your bone folder. I'm just going to fold it this way with my hands. So let's get our box. And so this will fit right in the box. Fit right in the box. And go down, and you can put your candy or whatever in it. And it folds over like this. And actually, I don't like that flap in the front, so I'm going to do it this way. There's one side that has the flap in it. So we'll do it this way. And there you go. And you can put your goodies in there. And then this will go around it. And the way I did the belly band was I didn't adhere it. I kind of make sure it fits. And then I put the glue on, and then I put it around and adhered it. Because I just wouldn't want you to make it a little too tight. There is a little give when you do these kinds of things. So I'm going to use my fast fuse. And when you use a fast fuse, it's a very strong adhesive. And I'm just going to do both ends. And you just run it through and cut it off by just checking it one way or the other. And then, as I said, I'm going to put this around, and then I'm going to put it down, and make sure you got the right sides with the glue. So let me put this. I just like to make sure it's not too tight, because you could really pull this tight and you might do it off the box a little too tight. See, now it will go on and off. Whoops. No, and I did it the wrong way. Did I do it the wrong way? No. Ah. Oh, I know what I did. I should have put glue on that side. So, let me see. I'm going to just put a little piece of paper here to cover this up. Big mistake. I should have put it on the outside. So, let me just cut this. This is the edge when I cut it down to 9 inches. You can always cover up your mistakes. How's that? So I should have put the adhesive on that side. Duh. But in paper crafting, we make a lot of mistakes, and there's always a way to cover it up. I mean, I could have just cut another one of these if I wanted to. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's put this around and put this, again, just kind of loose, not too tight, because you are going to have your candy in there. Okay, and then you could just slide it on and off. And then for this part, I took there's some new punches in the new catalog. There's 1 1/8, 1 3/8, and then I used a 1 1/4 for the gold. So I did the 1 3/8 in the berry burst. So we'll just cut that out, and it's got this little kind of scalloped edge. I didn't want it to fly all over. So that's that. I did not have the gold foil paper, but I had some of these left over from the Christmas watercolor card kit. So I used this, and we're going to use this in the 1 1/4 inch round punch. So we're really doing 3 layers on this. And then I did my stamping on a piece of scrap, and I did the Love You, and this is from the Party Pandas. This is a celebration. During celebration, which is going on right now, if you spend $50 or more, you can get free stamps. So for every $50, you can get a celebration item. There's stamps, there's I think card kit, there's papers, there's all different things. So I took the Love You from here. And I'm sure you have Love You on a paper pumpkin or another one. So if you don't have that, that's fine. And then the Heart Happiness, I just took a little heart. And again, you probably have little hearts from other kits. So I am going to do it right on here. I have my stamps mounted, and I used Berry Burst because that's one of the colors in here. And I just did Love You. And I put the heart next to it. I thought this was really cute. And then, let me just close this up. This Berry Burst gets everywhere. I love the color, but I'll tell you, it seems like it just gets all over my fingers and stuff. So, and I'm just going to punch this out. Now, some people punch first and then stamp. I like to stamp and then center it. And then we're just going to layer this, and I'm just going to continue with the fast fuse. Sometimes if you don't check it, which I didn't do, it doesn't roll out right. There we go. So we'll put this on, and you could just use snail for this side, but the gold side, I think the fast fuse or liquid glue or tear tape for the gold side. And I have this. Okay. Make sure I check. There we go. And we'll just center this on. And then I just put a dimensional on the back to pop it up. And we're done. It was really easy to do. And you could really pump these out if you wanted to make a whole bunch of them for, I don't know, for your kids or a class or something like that. So isn't that cute? And if you wanted to, as I said, you could, let's get this off, you could turn this the other way if you liked the other side of whatever paper you're using, and put it in. And you have a whole different look. It's easier if you have something in the box to hold it in place. But let's see. So this will go right around there. So that's a different look, and the candies would hide that a little bit. So cute, right? Anyway, I hope you like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And if you want a occasions catalog and celebration item, just let me know and I'll be sure to give it out to you. I'll have all the dimensions and everything on my blog, so look for that. And then just to mention, this is a really fantastic time to join Stampin' Up! If you ever wanted to join. You could join as a hobby demonstrator and get a 20% discount on everything you buy. Or you could start a business if you wanted. I'd love to have you on my team. But right now, during celebration, if you you can get your starter kit, which is anything you want. It's for $99, and you get $125 worth of product. And then you get two free stamps of whatever you want, and then you get free shipping. So even if you wanted to just try it out and you just wanted to do this as a hobby and get the discount, I would love for you to join my team. That gives you the opportunity to see catalogs early. You can go to Stampin' Up! Conventions. I'm going to one in Atlanta in April. You join the Facebook group that I'm in, and it's really fantastic. We share ideas. There's a lot of training going on. There's just it's a lot of fun. I feel like it's my new family. So if you were interested, just let me know. Patty@pspapercrafts.com, and you can email me or leave me a message and I'll get back to you. All right, you have a great day. Take care. Bye.